Hello and welcome to Odds.com.au's preview of AFL round 15. My name's Bren O'Brien. Joining me is Matt Hickey. We're looking forward to the round that is, Matt, and we're looking forward to Saturday afternoon at the MCG. A great place to be. The Blues, they're battling for a win. They'd love a win. Port Adelaide travelling pretty well at the moment. You're thinking this might be a high-scoring game?
Yeah, it's a bit of an interesting one. Carlton haven't been playing great football. There's no ifs, buts or maybes about that at all. Port Adelaide have been pretty solid of late. But means there's not much value in the head-to-head market, so I try to look elsewhere for a best bet. And in this game, I think the total on at the moment is 153.5 points. The last 7 games between the two sides have gone over that mark. In fact, the average is 196 points, so it's been relatively high scoring, which for Carlton games has been a bit unusual of late. There is a little bit of rain expected, but only under 2 mils is the forecast at the moment. So you can get $1.90 for the overs for the 153.5 total points, and I think it's a good play.
I want to run around to keep warm. It's quite cold in Melbourne at the moment, right in the throes of winter. All right, up at the Gold Coast on Saturday, it'll be decidedly warmer up there, I dare say. And Gold Coast, who are battling a bit at the moment, they host Collingwood, who are up and about. Plenty of confidence about the Pies at the moment.
Yeah, but the worry is Adam Treloar's out. And so I'm not quite sure how the Collingwood midfield is going to travel. I assume the Pies will still get the job done. But again, I've looked elsewhere from the head-to-head, and I think Scott Pendlebury, if I can get it out, is going to step up in a big way. He's been playing pretty well of late. 5 of his last 12 games, he's had over 30 touches, and 2 of those games where he haven't, he's had 29, so he's been pretty close to the mark anyway. You can get $2 for him to have 30-plus disposals. Looking for the skipper to step up in the absence of Treloar.
It was way back in 2009 that the Dogs last beat the Cats. They meet Etihad on Friday night, of course, Matt. Interesting game. Cats have got a debutant called Quinton Narkle, well worth keeping an eye out for. But on the betting perspective, you feel the Doggies can get relatively close, but you also feel it might be a bit of a shootout. So therefore, you think there might be a bit of a value in that combination.
Another interesting game, and I'm also a bit excited about Narkle's debut. Saw him in the VFL a couple of weeks ago, and he looks to be a very threatening player. But this game, interesting. I think the Cats should win. But the worry for them is after the bye, they don't have great form. 1 of their last 7 they've won. That includes finals after having the bye the week before. And that win was only by 2 points. So I don't mind the Doggies at the line, 30.5 points. They've got nothing to lose. Guys coming into the side should give it a red-hot go, you'd think. If you combine that with over 157.5 total points, you get a bit of value. Now, the last 2 matches between these two sides have been over 180 points. And so I think that can go overs. It is under the roof at Etihad, so weather shouldn't play a factor. You can get $4.33 for that, which is some decent value for a bet that should be a good chance.
A bit of Friday night entertainment. Thanks for joining us on the AFL preview. We'll be back again next week.